Welcome back, eh? This is the Canadian Silver Seeker, and I hope you guys are having another great day like I am. So, it's another week, and another week without silver. Oh my goodness. Been saving all my money, as you can see. I've been selling as much as I can on Facebook Marketplace, trying to get to my goal of channel rounds from Alpha Metal Exchange. So, slight change when it comes to that, I'm thinking. So I found out that I get to design the back of the round too. I just kind of assumed that I didn't. But yeah, I get to design the back of the round too. So what I'm thinking, so I'll put the picture of my channel logo up there. So I'm thinking of taking off the Centennial Goose there as the privy on the front of my channel logo and putting in the loony instead. So a picture of the loon from the loony with maybe some water around it, just a little bit of watermarks around it or whatever, and reverse imaging that so that it looks like it's going that way and the canoe's going that way. So I'd be kind of swimming away from the canoe, kind of like a loon would on the lake. And plus, being down in the bottom, it'll look like it's, in the water, as opposed to, a flying goose down there. And then I'm thinking on the back, I want the Centennial Goose and Happy Stackin'. I was thinking maybe putting all the silver Centennial designs on, the goose, the wolf, the mackerel, and the bobcat, but Ty says that's a little bit too crowded on there, and I can understand that. I was thinking it just might be. So, thinking just the Centennial Goose and Happy Stackin' right now, but I'm also asking you guys, what do you guys think? What should I put on the back of my channel round? Like I say, I really like the Centennial Goose design. This guy right here. And yeah, maybe like Happy Stackin', something like that on it, in the back of it. So, just because that is my main saying on this channel. I don't even know if I got a loony here. Let's just take a look at the loony if I got one. I got one here. I don't know if it's got the right picture on it. Let's see. So yeah, for the front of it, instead of having the Centennial on the front, I'll reverse image this loon, I think, and then put it as a privy on the front of my channel. And then I have both the loon. Someone suggested that. I think it was actually Peter. Thank you, Peter. I'm not a huge fan of the loon, but I do think that would look better, because someone also suggested that I put the Centennial Goose above the maple on the, I can't remember who said it, but above the maple on my front of my channel logo. And I did actually think of that. I had a little V of goose above the maple, but Ty says it'll be a little bit too crowded on a 1/10 ounce round, maybe on a 1 ounce one, but a little too crowded on a 1/10 ounce one. And I do understand that. So yeah, I think reverse image of this little loon guy here as the privy, and then that guy on the back. But what do you guys think? Do you guys got any ideas? Let me know if you got an idea for the back of my channel logo round. I'm thinking I also want to put, it's got just 1/10 on there right now on the front. I'd like to put the little OZ on there just so people know it's 1/10 of an ounce. I think most people will get the point, but I'm going to ask Ty about that. What else is new in the Canadian Silver Seeker's life? Well, I can't sell enough quick enough to get to these rounds. I tell you, I've been selling as much as I can. Checked out a new app. Maybe put a picture up on the screen here. Stackur in Canada here. I might just post some of my silver on Stackur. And yeah, see if I can sell it. I talked to Ty about it a little bit. You do have to put in your identifying information, but Stackur kind of looks like, or kind of works like Facebook. You make a deal with a buyer, and then you ship them off their stuff. They pay you directly, and the information apparently gathered on Stackur is just used in case there is some kind of disagreement between the buyer and seller. If the seller doesn't send the item or the buyer doesn't receive it, well, then the information about the buyer can be given to the seller so that they can report the transaction to the police. So yeah, that kind of made me hesitate about signing up about it right off the bat, but I have been kind of watching it for a week now. If any of you guys got any experience of Stackur, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear your experience about the application. It's not super popular right now, but there are definitely certain things on that app. So that is an alternative to eBay, and then you don't have to pay, 14 or 15% seller fees or whatever. So I am thinking about that. Until then, also thinking about eBay. I haven't posted any of my silver. I kind of stopped selling my silver ever since my Facebook account was banned. That was just over a month ago now. And so I'm thinking it's going to be permanent because the suspension times, the last one says 30 days, and this is already a month and 1 day, so I didn't count the exact number of days, but it's a month and 1 day, so we'll see. I guess we'll give it another few days, maybe we'll get in there. I guess also new in world news, Trump had a little bit of a meeting with Zelensky. And it is funny to see how different people watched that same meeting and had completely opposing views of what went on. Some people are completely on Zelensky's side. Some people are completely on Trump's side. Me, as the Canadian Silver Seeker, I never fully trust a politician, no matter what side it is on or what country they are from. But this is what I will say. I know a lot of people out there say, we are obligated to send money to Ukraine due to the laws and blah, 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 all the writing. But this is what I'll say. Put yourself in a soldier's position on the front lines. Would you prefer, A, if you're fighting on the front lines, for your support to send more money and more bombs so that you can continue fighting? Or would you like for a peace deal to be made so that you could stop being shot at? That's what I'm going to say. That's what I'm going to ask. Because I'm thinking, all the money that's being sent over there, it's just buying more ammunition and more bombs. And that keeps the fighting going. And then if the fighting keeps going, don't more people die? That's my question. Seriously, that's the way I see it. I think the more money that's sent over there, the more people die. If we stop sending that money, if that money just disappears out of the equation, I think less people are gonna die. I think eventually they're gonna have to come to a deal, and maybe you don't agree with that, and that's fine. Maybe you don't agree with that, but think about it. Don't you think if that money stopped, don't you think the death would stop too? Am I wrong? Let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. But if I'm wrong, just let me know. How am I wrong? Giving them more is buying more ammo, is buying more weapons, is buying more bombs, is causing more death. That's the way I see it. Am I wrong? Please let me know. I'm very curious. I've always been the type of guy that kind of asks both sides, asks the other side. I'm always willing to have that discussion. If I don't agree with that side, I ask and I say, why? Why do you stand for that side? Why is it that you stand on that side? I don't quite understand. I want to understand. I'm always curious to understand. So let me know. Give me downvotes if you love me. Hey,
I was really surprised. My last video, Doge for Canada, it got no downvotes. I can't believe it. It also got about half the views that I normally get, which kind of surprises me. I thought it would have got more, but I don't know. I don't understand this whole YouTube thing. I make a video, I get super proud of it. I think, oh, that's going to make 1,000 hits. And then it makes nothing. I hardly ever have 1,000 hits, but just saying. I make videos, I think, oh, that's going to do super well. And then they don't do well at all. I don't understand it. I'm kind of wondering if that one got shadow banned, if people just didn't click on it because they didn't like the title. But I thought the title would be like, oh, that's definitely something I'll click on, and then I'll disagree with them. But it got less views than most of my videos. But that's about it. I guess I'll stop talking for now. I probably got more to say, but I will save it for next week. Oh, I guess I do one other thing that I did want to say. So the Canadian Silver Seeker is still waiting for the 2025 Tomb of the Unknown Soldier silver dollar. It has been released, but I'm waiting to get it from the TD. I did send them an email. They said that they're going to be selling it, and to stay tuned. I've been watching. They already got the Black History Coin Month, which was released after the silver dollar. So I sent him another email on Friday. We'll see if they respond again. I was waiting to buy the 2-ounce silver goose. I was going to put that in so that I reached the $100 free shipping limit. But within the first week, they already sold out of the 2-ounce goose, and it did come back in stock again. So I picked one up Thursday or Friday here. That'll probably be here next week, so I'll throw that into a video. That's going to be my first silver in a few weeks here. And I only got it because I was scared of missing out that they would sell it again. If I get it anywhere else, I'm going to be paying quite a bit more of a premium than I am at the TD, as well as, or like the only other place to get it is Sprott, and their free shipping limit is like $500. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna wait and see if the silver dollar gets released eventually. I may have to get it elsewhere if it doesn't get released at TD, but just gonna hold off. There are some other things that I could get to fill that free shipping limit. That's what I was gonna say, and then I keep getting dings and I get distracted, and that's what made me lose my train of thought. But I also am still waiting, or still want, the 5-ounce keck. And the only place that I can get it currently in Canada is on eBay for a heck of a premium. But I've been watching the couple places that are selling it in the States, and they haven't really sold any, so I'm not in too much of a fear of missing out on that one. I also know that the Germanian Beast is going to get released here very soon because they've announced it, so I'm assuming it's going to get released soon, and I wouldn't doubt that a couple of those United States bullion places are going to get that before Canadian bullion places, so I might just ask the person that I'm going to ask to help for the keck to throw those in, and I'll pay him for those as well. So all of that being said, I think I got enough money saved away for my Alpha Metals exchange rounds. I'm going to wait at least 2 more weeks here just to make sure. I always like to make sure that my bills are fully paid first. So I'm going to get 1 more pay period in just to make sure that I got definitely more than I need to pay Alpha Metals Exchange. Like I said, if you got any ideas for my round designs, front or back, please leave it in the description below. I would love to hear from you about the rounds, about my ideas on the money going to Ukraine, on anything that you want to talk to the Canadian Silver Seeker about. Please leave a comment below. That's about it. Thanks for listening to the Canadian Silver Seeker Ramble. Remember, it doesn't cost a single piece of silver or gold to like and subscribe. You mean the world to me.
Happy stacking, eh?